Everybody, welcome back. I'm gonna turn the game volume down just slightly. So I'm here in Jolly Roger's Lagoon because I need to double check something in here. Thanks for rescuing me. And actually, it's just a very large fish. Well, it seems like a monster to me. Yeah. Thanks again. Okay. The reason why I checked is because I checked everywhere else. You might be wondering why I'm slightly confused. It's because I brought up the totals, and I noticed that I have 3 Jiggies missing. But by my count, the only 2 I have left is fixing the swimming pool and the one in Smuggler's Bay. Why do I always do that? I always forget that I can just press start to leave. But I am gonna check Smuggler's Bay for one reason. The move to get that we're not gonna learn until the next world. Is that? Yeah, that one's empty. Meaning that the fish are all empty. I know for a fact that I've defeated the boss. I've done the minigame. So I'm gonna go back in the footage after I'm done recording this session, and I'm actually gonna figure out what went wrong and what is missing here, because I should actually have 8, not 7, because we just did the Tip-Top baby. I don't think that baby was a name. You know what I've been thinking? If you had the chance to make a new Banjo-Kazooie game, what would you do with it? And my immediate thought is have a storyline that somehow ties it into Diddy Kong Racing. And the person I was telling this to looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, what are you talking about? It's like, yeah, there's a lot of story potential behind it. All of the former Rare characters basically have some sort of connection to this event in which they sorry, I'm just wandering around because I forgot what I was gonna do. That was almost a disaster. Oh yeah, I was gonna do this. So a few things to get here. Wait, not that. That. So this is kind of confusing at first, but turns out that the holes here are not one-to-one. So this should be the, yeah. So it's actually kind of confusing. It was like, wait, where do I go? I was like, oh, it's actually like a, it's kind of twisty. Still one of you left. Where? Oops. Oh, I should bring up the fact that this, I think, is the first session with the new controller. This one's a wired Xbox controller that I bought online, and it's serviceable. I particularly like it. So, at first, I wanted to do... Yeah, right here. I wanted to do something interesting. I wanted to see, could you get through the entire game without doing certain aspects of the game? Like, can you go through the entire game without activating Mumbo? Can you go through the game without activating Wumba? Can you go... Is this the Dinosaur War one? Yeah, Secret Code of the Dinosaurs is heard. Whoops. Wait, is that the, Right, we have to get the flight pad. Now that I really think about it, there's a, I'm pretty sure we... Yeah, top of the mountain. So I was doing this whole thing, adding all the totals up, trying to figure out what it is. No. Like, I tried doing just getting Mumbo, because there's certain levels that you can't actually go through a lot of it without doing Mumbo. Not doing Wumba. Not doing, like, a bunch of things. Wanted to make sure I got this. Turns out that my mission was inconclusive. Give me back my eggs, filthy light-feathered bear. What eggs? Don't play the fool with me. I want my eggs back, or else. Or else what? You're due to become extinct soon anyway. Maybe so, but not before you two. Terry, disgruntled pterodactyl. So you'll start noticing this. You'll start noticing this a lot more. Going a little bit further into the game. But enemies will start actively predicting where you're gonna go. And ironically, the best way to just fool it is to run around in a circle, because they're like, ah, you're running that way. And I was like, wait a second, you're not over there. Yeah, as you can see, doing egg-based missions gets significantly easier when you have Dragon Kazooie, and it's why I honestly debated not actually using Dragon Kazooie, because it actually makes the game a little bit too easy. And I kind of decided, nah. Like, it's not really... It's not really about, it's gonna be a little bit too easy. It's, I don't want to deal with egg management. Because at this point, I would be running out of regular eggs, which I would be using in this boss fight. I think, grenade eggs do substantially more damage. Second, as I double check my health, yeah. but most importantly, like there are times in which certain eggs can only be used in boss fights. And that's unavoidable. Like, this is another thing that I kind of discussed, like, if I was able to make my own Banjo-Kazooie game, it would actually involve eggs as like a major part of the gameplay. And what I mean by that is that if you have ever played the Game Boy Advance game, Grunty's Revenge. Stop it, I've had enough. In Grunty's Revenge, you can just basically access the transformations at any time. The transformations almost act as level-based power-ups that you can bring to other worlds. So it's basically it's the way you do puzzles. And all the moves are basically for platforming and combat. I'm like, oh yeah, we don't have his eggs. Oh, you haven't? Oh dear, sorry about the rough stuff. That's alright. I enjoyed it. Perhaps we could keep a lookout for your eggs. Would you? That'd be real nice of you. There are 4 eggs to find, which must be ready for hatching around now. Leave it with us, Terry. Please find the eggs for me before I become extinct. I'll give you half the reward now and half the reward later. To help you get my eggs back, I'll also let you use this flight pad. Egg number 1 is next to the lake. Egg number 2 is somewhere we've never been before. So you'll remember that we opened up a path right there. We're gonna do that. Because what's down here is another Jiggy just hidden down there for no reason. It's almost like they got told, "Hey boss, we need a new we need one more placement for it." It's like, well, what should we do? I was like, well, we already put in 3 bosses. Like, wait, you put in 3 bosses? Why? Oh gosh, I almost jumped off without realizing what this was. Has someone been repairing holes in their nest recently? Oh, here it is. So you might be wondering, how do we actually get to that egg? There's a little bug on my pop filter. I do not have the ability yet. There's an ability you can get where Kazooie does like the flip. Where exactly is... I believe that move is in the next world. Yeah, Leg Spring. It's in the next world. So we're gonna actually not do the eggs for now. And instead we're gonna head off and do something else. Do I want to do the 3rd boss right now? We could. Kind of don't want to though. Mostly because I want the I wanted to have the individual... Oh, okay. I know what to do. I just realized what I need to do. So, each egg is reachable by Kazooie and Banjo. The reason is surprisingly simple. It's because the final egg has some shenanigans involved in it. The final egg is... the baby is too large, so you have to use the taxi pack to bring it up. I think I clipped through the wall for a second. Okay, where is it? Okay, there it is. Now we just need to get on top of the egg. There it is. Kind of forgot how the move works for a second. That's one of my precious babies. Aw, isn't it cute? I don't think you're gonna be able to go through that hole. Okay. So like I said, there's a bit of shenanigans going on with there's a bit of shenanigans going on with the eggs at the end. So I'm actually gonna activate the egg at the end at the lake last, since that is one of the easiest ways to do it. Thinking about I don't want to activate this yet. I just want to make sure that the path is up later. What should we do for the last little bit of this episode? Let's go meet... Ooh, we can meet Drippy. I believe that's his name, at least. Where is he? Okay. I think I remembered it's up near the... It's up near the top of the mountain. So I'll just jump onto this and I'll start that side quest. So the two kind of... I don't want to say annoying, but the surprisingly least clever puzzles, oddly enough, have to do with the final world, and basically going, hey, do you want to do this puzzle? It's like, I guess, sure. It was like, it's like, is there anything weird with it? It was like, nah, you just need to, not do the puzzle right now. And it's like, oh, okay. Oh, there's another clockwork. Oh, there he is. It's the last of this guy's clan. I'll just do this really fast. We let you have shiny rock. I believe the speedrunning guide calls for grabbing the guy that's up on the mountain last. We're gonna need to activate that button. We're gonna need the springy step shoes to get up there. That'll be the, kind of want these episodes to be slightly shorter and not go into 30 minutes. So I'll try to hit an average about 25. Dippy, seeker of beverages. He's listed like a boss, but he's not. So thirsty. Need water badly. Want it? Go look for some then. It's not going to just drop out of the sky. Sun burns poor Dippy, so I must stay in my cave. Please please let me drink. Ooh. I would never consider this guy to be in any way, shape, or form a boss. Okay then. So you aim it right. Nope. You can actually skip doing waiting for it. Like, I don't know the exact spot that you need to throw it in, but if you throw a Clockwork Kazooie egg up there, you can put you can, in theory, grab that. As you can tell, I am not a good aimer. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is Mumbo. Might as well. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.